Hello BookTube, my name is Dennis and I'm here for Intellectual Reads to do a review on The Lost Children Archive by Valeria Luiselli. This is a book I took with me on my road trip. I made my way out to Kentucky, I did the Bourbon Trail, and also read this fine novel. And so today I'm here with you to give you my impressions of it, give you a little synopsis, and some of the styles that I really enjoyed about this work that Valeria Luiselli employs, which really spoke to me. So stay tuned and let's talk about it. First off, let's start with the review. So this is a story that follows a family where a husband and a wife are taking a trip. The husband is trying to explore the Indian culture of Native Americans who inhabited the land that lies on the border of America and Mexico. On the same trip we have his wife who is trying to capture sounds of the lost children. She's trying to tell a story of these kids who happen to come over from Mexico and get stuck or caught at the border, and because they are held captive without a trail, most likely to be sent back, they are considered to be the lost children. The family back home doesn't know where they are, and the parent that is expecting them has no way to reach them because the courts are very complicated and all of that sweet stuff. So we have a father and a mother who are basically pursuing their interests, and they take their kids along with them. The mother has a girl who's 5 years old, and then we have a boy who plays a prominent role in the story, who is 10, and he is the child of the father. Valeria Luiselli within this novel uses another very interesting prop where she has each person bring a box with them. Actually, the father gets 4 boxes because his trip is kind of the center point of this journey. The mother gets a box herself, and then each of the kids request a box as well. Inside these boxes are held belongings, so they give us a new perspective on the parents, and the kids' boxes are to stay empty for the kind of information or the memories that they gather through this road trip. As we read on in the story, the contents of these boxes are revealed to us by Valeria Luiselli, and they kind of merge to give us another perspective of the parents besides their conduct and the way they communicate. I thought it was done very effectively because it held various items there, like books that they chose to bring with them, the sound clippings, and also different maps and pictures and whatnot. So it really not only gave the story a fuller nature, as well as give you a different kind of insight on the parents. Out of the mother's box comes the Eulogies for Lost Children, a work of fiction that ekes out its own spot within the book because the mother decides to read chapters through various stages of the trip and captivating the children with the story, as well as us, the reader. So we're almost following 2 worlds. And the beauty of the book is that these 2 different worlds, the one of our narrative as well as the one of the fictional book being read here, they start to mix together. They start to take over each other's world, where you as a reader get lost, aided by the climate of the hot desert sun, as well as the children's complete enjoyment of this book and the fact that it captivates them so much. you start to merge the two stories together. And so you're brought to the finish line here in a blaze of glory as these kind of two plots merge. And you're sort of lost, so that the only way you can get out eventually is by grabbing onto the child's hand as they kind of lead you out of this amazing maze. And it all ends in this wonderful sentence that's like 16 whole pages. One that will certainly take you for a ride as it captivates you and drags you toward the finish line. But hold on tight and just really enjoyed the ending myself. I was at first, when I reached this sentence, a little upset with Valeria Luiselli because for me, I thought it was a kind of a trick, a dirty move. You know, towards the end, I understood her ploy. Is the fact that if she grabs tight on you on a kind of 16-page sentence, you're never going to be able to let go. How do you stop, you know, your reading experience within, you know, a sentence? It's not as easy as, you know, under a normally constructed kind of narrative where you get paragraph breaks and sentence breaks and all of that. So I thought, you know, shouldn't you at least, Valeria, do this through your craft without using any tricks? You know, writing an interesting enough sentence or an interesting enough narrative where, you know, I'm not going to be able to peel my eyes from your story, not because of the fact that I'm stuck in the middle of a long sentence, but because I am totally enthralled by it. The point of the sentence is that it's a stream of conscious where it's so unpredictable, and it, you know, it holds you and takes you on swings, and it's like a roller coaster where it all has to get out into one huge, you know, big kind of ending. Sort of like how, you know, Jack Rack wrote his story on the road on one scroll. There's definitely a point to it, and at the end, I, you know, had no problem with her deploying the sentence, and I thoroughly enjoyed the ride. You know, I may not reread this book in a while, but I'll definitely go back to that sentence quite a few times. In the end, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I would definitely recommend it. I read it alongside Writings on the Edge, a Borderland reader. This is edited by Tom Miller, and here he takes stories from the Borderlands, or people who passed through the Borderlands, and he clips many different writings of many authors that had an experience with this region. He also discusses what to include in here, with 2 communities of flourishing writers divided by border. One is in a city in Mexico, the other is right across the border over on the American side. And so he really went into research and depth to bring different perspectives. And I thought it really worked well here, giving me the idea of the topography, of the different tribes that used to live there, of the different people who still inhabit this land, of the people trying to cross the borders, just so many different various views. Definitely amazing, great stories here, and writers I would like to read. It opened my eyes not to the context of this story, which made it, you know, easier to kind of grasp, but it also opened my eyes to the fact that, you know, there are writers there trying to fight towards a solution we would like all to see, and they're doing it through words, putting themselves on the line, you know, not having anything to eat, but rather living for the art of educating people and giving the people in this hard climate a voice. So I appreciated the introduction to many different great writers within here. And if you're interested at more stories from the Borderland after reading The Lost Children Archive. I would definitely pick up Writing on the Edge, a Borderland reader. I'll try to find a link to if this is available anywhere, but I really thought the stories in here and the different passages were powerful and enjoyable to read, each one offering a different perspective. So, yeah, overall, really enjoyed this reading experience. I would definitely be looking to read more literature from Valeria Luiselli, but also from other writers who inhabit this tumultuous terrain and always with uncertainty and kind of lost in the abyss. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my little discussion here, and have a great rest of your day or night, and see you guys soon.